Alright, so the fourth fight taking place at UFC Fight Night Overeem vs. Volkov is Devonte Smith versus Alex Silva. This fight is a lightweight fight. Devonte Smith has a record of 10 wins and 2 losses, coming off a knockout loss to Kama Worthy in his last fight. Before that, getting knockout wins over Dong Ma and Julian Arosa inside the UFC. He's the 61st best lightweight fighter in the world. Alex Silva is the 87th best lightweight fighter in the world. He has a record of 21 wins and 3 losses so far inside the UFC. He is the 1-2 with 2 losses to Brad Riddell by unanimous decision, and now Alexander Yakovlev by guillotine choke submission, I believe in the third round. His only win inside the UFC coming to Rodrigo Vargas by unanimous decision. And guys, the betting odds for that fight are so close. Devonte Smith at -115 as a near even favorite to win the fight. Alex Silva at -110 as a near even underdog to win the fight. And guys, both fighters are similar in age. Devonte Smith is 27 and a half years old. Alex Silva just turned 25 years old around 2 days ago. They're similar in height, but the reach advantage for Devonte Smith is absolutely insane. Devonte Smith is 5'9" tall and has an amazing reach of 76 inches. Alex Silva is a little bit smaller at 5'8" tall and has a very small reach of 73 inches. So a little bit of an advantage there for Devonte Smith in the fight. And guys, as I said at the beginning of the video, the betting odds for the fight are literally 50-50. And if you look at the tabloid predictions for this fight, it's absolutely insane. I have 775 different votes. 75% of the vote going for Devonte Smith to win the fight. Literally all of those votes saying he's going to win the fight by knockout in the first or second round. 25% of the vote going for Alex Silva to win the fight, mainly by decision. And then a lot of people have him win the fight by submission. In my opinion, if Alex Silva were to win the fight, it'd be to win the fight by decision. And if Devonte Smith were to win the fight, it'd be by first round knockout or in a very close decision win. Alright, so Devonte Smith, 10 wins and 2 losses. He's been fighting as a pro MMA fighter since 2015. And guess what, guys? He started with 4 knockout wins in a row. A first round knockout, a second round knockout, a first round knockout again, and then a third round knockout. I mean, that is absolutely insane. But in 2017, got his first ever pro MMA loss to John Gunther by third round knockout. Came out with a first round triangle choke submission, a fourth round knockout win, a first round knockout. Got a shot in Dana White's Contender Series against an undefeated fighter in Joseph Lowry. He won the fight by first round knockout. Got a shot inside the UFC against Julian Arosa. Won the fight by first round knockout in 46 seconds in the first round. Then got a first round knockout win over Dong Ma. But in his fight against Kama Worthy, ended up getting his first ever loss inside the UFC in 2019 by first round knockout. And looks like he might go the win here over Alex Silva in this fight. Alright guys, so Alex Silva, 21 wins and 3 losses. This guy started his career with 18 wins in a row, with literally every single one of the wins, except for 2, being finishes in the first or second round. I mean, that is just absolutely insane. And in 2017, got a shot inside of Brave CF, lost his first ever pro MMA fight to Jacob Kulkiewicz by unanimous decision, came out with a first round guillotine submission, a first round Dr. Stoppage win, got a shot inside the UFC in 2019 against Alexander Yakovlev, lost that fight by second round guillotine choke submission, came back 4 months later with a decision win over Rodrigo Vargas, but lost his next fight against Brad Riddell in 2020 by unanimous decision, and looks like he might have the win here over Devonte Smith in this fight. Alright, so as you guys know, the betting odds for the fight are super close. I believe -115 for Devonte Smith and -110 for Alex Silva. So basically, a 50-50 fight according to the oddsmakers. That is absolutely crazy. Now, Devonte Smith, I mean, guys, this dude is so far in the UFC, either gets a first knockout or gets knocked out in the first round. I mean, he got a 46-second knockout win over Julian Arosa, and then a first round knockout win over Dong Ma, and all of his wins outside the UFC and inside the UFC, even on Dana White's Contender Series, are finishes. That is just crazy. And in both the Julian Arosa fight and in the Dong Ma fight, the total amount of shots that his opponents landed in those fights are 5 total significant strikes. That is it. He went out there and immediately stunned both of them and knocked them both out in the first round, which shows that this man has some serious power on the feet. Also, in that KO loss to Kama, where his only loss is at the UFC, they were exchanging shots that were pretty good, and it was looking like it was going to be a very close first round. But as you guys know, Devonte Smith ended up getting knocked out in the fight. Now, Alex Silva, well, so far inside the UFC, he's 1-2, and honestly, if he loses this fight against Devonte Smith, he actually may be cut from the promotion. His first fight was against Alexander Yakovlev, who went 3-6 inside the UFC before being cut, and Alex Silva ended up losing to him by guillotine choke submission. Wherever that fight went, he ended up losing that fight, and even in his next fight, his only win inside the UFC against Rodrigo Vargas, the striking in that fight was very even, 20 significant strikes strikes for Vargas and 17 strikes from Silva, but the reason he actually won the fight was because of his 3 takedowns he ended up landing the fight. If he did not get the takedowns, he would have lost the fight, and against Devonte Smith, he's going to need to land a lot of takedowns, or honestly, he's going to lose the fight. Now, his fight after that against Brad Riddell, it was a big step up in competition, and on the feet, he got absolutely dominated with 13 less significant strikes against Brad Riddell, but again, he did land 3 takedowns in the fight, but that was not enough to get him the win in that fight. Now, for this fight against Devonte Smith, it is pretty simple how either fighter could win the fight. Alex Silva honestly just needs to go for takedown after takedown after takedown, and if he does get the takedown, needs to keep Devonte Smith on the ground for as long as possible and get a lot of ground and pound shots. Devonte Smith, all he needs to do is defend those takedowns, keep the fight on the feet where he definitely has the power advantage, the striking advantage, the kicking advantage, literally everything on the feet, on the striking game. He definitely has the advantage and may possibly get a knockout in the fight. Now, I do think that Alex Silva could get the fight down in this fight, maybe once or twice in the fight, but I still think, just like the Brad Riddell fight, it will not be enough against Devonte Smith, and I think Devonte Smith will keep the fight on the feet for the most part and dominate the fight on the feet and win the fight by unanimous decision. Alright, so if you agree or if you disagree with that prediction, I don't really care. Put your predictions in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think is going to happen in this lightweight fight. If you guys think that Devonte Smith is going to get a first round knockout in the fight, if you guys think that Alex Silva is going to get a second round submission in the fight, whatever your prediction is for this lightweight fight, put that in the comments below. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you guys don't miss when I post a new video. That'd be absolutely insane. Guys, that is it for the video. I'm out of here.